Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. For today's video, I'm going to teach you a little bit about budgeting. So a budget is the plan that you write down to decide how you will spend your money each month. So it's going to help make sure that you have enough money for every month, and without a budget you might run out of money before your next paycheck. So it's going to show you how much money you make and how you will spend your money. So it's going to decide what you should be spending your money on, and if you have any remaining money that you can spend towards like one of those more important things. So for example, your budget might show that you spend $100 on clothes every month, and then you decide that you can spend $50 instead, and then you can use the rest of your money to pay for your more important bills like your utilities or internet or anything like that, or you can use it to save for something else. So I like to go by the 50-30-20 rule, which this just means that it divides your take-home income into 3 different categories. So you have 50% of your needs being paid for, and then 30% for wants, and then 20% for your savings and your debt repayment. So when we did the needs versus wants worksheet last week, you were able to distinguish what your needs were, what your wants were, and then your wish, which was your savings basically. So you want to make sure that you are spending 50% of your income on those things that you can't avoid. So your housing, food, transportation, your utilities, stuff like that. And then 30% of your income will go towards the wants, which are like entertainment, eating out, buying traveling or whatever, stuff like that. And then 20% of your income should go towards your savings or your debt. So this could mean saving for like emergencies or your retirement, and then paying off the debt, which is really important. So I'm going to show you this worksheet that I found. There's all budgeting sheets you can do. I just found one that I really liked, and it's nicely categorized, so I'm going to use that, but you can obviously just write on regular notebook paper. That's okay. So let's get started. So here is the nice worksheet I found online. Like I said before, you can obviously use regular notebook paper, and that would be okay too. I just like the way this is nicely organized into the different expenses like your housing, transportation, utilities, personal, food, medical, charity, and debts. So I'm going to link this in the description box below if you wanted to print it out, create a binder, so that way I can stay nice and organized and be able to see, with paper copies, how I'm spending every month. So I'm going to fill this out, and then I will show you how I did. So you can do this in any way you want, but I like to make sure that all my needs are getting covered first before I start getting into the wants. So here's my completed budget sheet. For the purpose of this video, I've kind of made up some of the numbers, but you want to make sure that you are putting your own accurate numbers. So for starting balance, $10,000 in the account, starting debt, $50,000 in the account, and then monthly income would, I just made up $3,500. A month. So if you have multiple incomes, then you can obviously add that together so you have a little bit of more money. And yeah, so for housing, rent, taxes, and insurance are the needs that I have. So you want to put I like to put like the maximum number for how much I can spend. So $1,300 is the maximum that I can put towards my mortgage. Taxes is about $200, and then insurance is about $100. So you want to add that up. And then the same for utilities, electric, gas, sewer, trash are my needs. Internet, phone, they're not really needs because you don't need it to survive really, but you still want to include that in your budget. So add it up, same goes for food. You don't need restaurants, but you do need groceries. So I have maximum of $200 that I want to spend for next month. Add it up. Charities, I typically like to donate $100 a year. So divide that by 12, you get your monthly expense for charities. So for transportation, you kind of need it in order to go to work. So car payments I don't have, so I'm not going to put that there. But if you did, then you would put how much you pay for your car payments there. Car insurance, gas. I'm not expecting maintenance for May, so I'm not going to put anything. But if you have like an oil change or something broke down, then you would include that, the price right there. So for clothing, I'm expecting to spend at most $50, but you know, sometimes I won't, so that's okay. Then you have extra money. So you want to add that up. Medical, medication is important, so I have that as my need in order to survive. So that, and then credit card payments right there. So what you do is you add up all of your expenses and then you total it. So all of my expenses for the month is probably going to be around $2,990.50. And then if you follow the 50-30-20 rule, then your needs, you would have to spend about 50%. And I went a little over, so because my needs might be a little bit different than your needs, and that's okay. My needs total $2,535, and so that means I have about $509.50 left. So I kind of changed this to $100 a month. So this is just strictly money being put into my savings account, making sure that I have money for emergencies. So that's just basically a quick and easy way of doing your budget. So for the spent part, you want to kind of wait towards the end so you actually know how much money you put in each of these expenses. So that's just a really quick and easy way of doing it. I would definitely recommend paying for your needs first, and then putting money in your savings as well as your debt. And then if you have money left over for those wants like restaurants or traveling, so maybe the 50-30-20 rule might not apply to you, and that's okay. You can, make up your own percentages, or, however you want to make sure that you're keeping track of your finances. It's all up to you. So here is the monthly budget. Try it out.